This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
On the pickup.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
On the carry.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on
out on the edge. You love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
A first down carry by Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Deron Payne's one of a good number of young defensive tackles in the game. Made a nice stop there, now in his 3rd year out of Alabama.
Second down at 7. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 28, 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Dallas.
On first and 10, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Ezekiel Elliott.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
3rd down.
Again to Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Intended for Trey Quinn. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to Terry McLaurin. It's a gain of 5.
These two teams all tied after one.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he fires one, but incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Ezekiel Elliott.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cowboys.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made by Chase Young.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over first and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Sure. There's a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this throw will be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
By the Cowboys.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He's got the connection to Cooper. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
43-yard line.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. Over the middle, complete. That's Love. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Jeremy Sprinkle. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Bryce Love. Incomplete. Clinton Dix on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Haskins going to throw again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Terry McLaurin, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, as time expires in the 1st half. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So a very tight 1st half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
The tackle.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
The tackle made.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Avoids him at the 40, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Ryan Kerrigan, the one who stepped in to make that play.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Prescott. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Gain of 13 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
20-yard line.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 14. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Guys had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, this is Geis. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
The ball carrier.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Ezekiel Elliott.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. 72 yards on the punt return. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
24-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 29-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and
more muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
On the keeper.
And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.